This episode of Forging Friendships is sponsored in part by Iron Mountain Metalcraft, located in the beautiful Pigeon Forge, Tennessee area. Go forge a memory with Forged in Fire fan favorite Robbie Bowman. Woo! The show is also sponsored in part by African Custom Knives, Black Dragon Forge, Paragon Kilns, and with the support of viewers like you through our GoFundMe campaign, link in description.
Welcome to Yahweh Forge. So this is laying under this in the outside storage unit kind of area where they sell stuff, and it's underneath some stuff, and it's just kind of tucked away. And I'm like looking around, and my eye goes squirrel. Remember I told you about the dollars? My eye will lock on stuff. So I said, by any chance is this for sale? This vise down here? He goes, yeah, 65. And I did the. What? How much? And he goes, I know, I'm low. He goes, but it's okay, it's been repaired. I went, I'll take it for 65. So the guy that actually did the repair, he put this U-bolt system on here to repair what was broken. And then he just sprayed the clear over it to make it look pretty. So I found that one. That one I paid way too much money for. And I paid shipping and everything from Conklin, New York for this one. And it's just another post-laid vise, but Conklin, New York was where some of my family's from.
Oh, okay.
So it was the family thing. I saw the post on Facebook Marketplace. He had the anvil posted on there in the approximate weight and everything. And I'm looking for a large anvil because the first one I got was from a retired Travis County deputy that I have over on Monty side, and it's just a little 65-pounder. But I was looking for a more substantial one. And everything I'd seen was stupid crazy because anvils are just stupid crazy. And he had a good price on it. I think it was like $800 or $850 was what I ended up paying for it. He said, yeah, I'm out by Stonewall near Fredericksburg. And I said, well, I can come out Saturday. And he goes, well, I won't be here Saturday. I'm like, he goes, but it's okay. Just come on out and you can pick it up. And I'm like, what? I'm messaging him through Messenger and stuff. And he said, okay, when you get there, if it's the one you want, he said, there's a mailbox in the window over there on my house. He said, just put the money in there, it'll be fine. Really? So I was taking pictures of everything. So I had documentation. I was leaving this guy the money. And then Monty and I loaded it and brought it home. Last month or month before last, he had hit another jackpot full of anvils. This was a private collection. The guy was like 92, I think he said. And in each picture hole, he had a little bent card, and it had all the research information on each anvil that he had. It was literally his private collection. So I'm asking him, I said, well, what's the largest one you got? Because if I'm going to get another anvil, I'm getting a big one. And he goes, well, I got a Peter Wright. And of course I heard, it's got a Peter Wright. And so I said, what's the weight on it? And it ended up working out to, I think it was 256 is the weight on it. So it's a nice size anvil. And so we went back out there again, but this time he was there and he helped us load it. So I actually got to meet the guy. But he had everything from small jewelry style anvils up to the almost 300 pounders. I want to say like 20, 25, that's the most I've ever seen at one time. So that's the one I used the most. The Peter Wright I haven't got cleaned up and brought out yet. So Paul Deegan. I'd mentioned Paul Deegan's name earlier. He had posted a picture about, I call it the Walmart or the Sam's for Anvils place out there in New Mexico. And I'd seen it on one of our blacksmith feeds or the knife maker feeds on Facebook. And so I reached out to Paul and I was asking him about it. And he was giving me all this information about this place, and I sent him a friend request. I thought, that's cool to know somebody out there. He said, if you're ever out here, come check me out. And I was like, wow, that's really awesome. So as I'm talking to Paul and looking at his page, I'm starting to see these metal roses. And I'm looking at them and I said, are you smithing those? He goes, yeah. He says, look. And he starts showing me how to make it, how different pictures he's had of making them and everything. Now, this is nothing compared to what Paul does. Paul's amazing what he does with the flowers. And he goes, "You want to learn how to do it?" And I said, "Yeah, I want to learn how to do it." And he goes, "Okay, I'll send it to you." And I'm like, "What?" And he literally sends me through Messenger step by step instructions with photographs, videos, whatever, of how to cut the metal out, how to cut it, how to go about making the bases, and then he actually threads it and puts the threaded nut on there, tack welds it so it won't move, and then he puts the metal pieces on there, again locks it down with another nut, tack welds it, and then he'll heat it up and start shaping it. And basically he starts it where he closes it all up and then starts to open it like a regular rose would do. And so that's basically the technique I learned. And then the shaping is all literally up to you artistically, as far as if you're going to bend the leaves back a little bit, so on and so forth. Some he leaves with the natural metal colors, other ones he'll paint. I like to use the airbrush, so I airbrushed mine. This one I made for a friend of mine. She's a cancer survivor, and I got talking to her the other day, and it sounds like she may or may not have something coming up again that she was worried about. Anyway, I was telling her about what I've learned to make, and so I asked her, one of her favorite colors was purple, so I made this one for Laura, and I'm going to actually deliver that to Laura later. So just kind of let her know I was thinking about her. But I met her through a Citizens Academy that I was teaching last fall. Her and her husband are just absolutely hysterical. They're wonderful people, and it's just a little thing to give to her, to tell her I'm thinking about her. So we're going to go by and see if we can catch her home so we can give it to her. Okay, let's go see if we can get it on our Thorndale.
Well, as luck would turn out, she wasn't home, but Mark was able to catch up with her a little bit later after we were done filming and out of town. Here's a picture he sent. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel so we can grow this thing. We're having a lot of fun. Hope you really enjoyed Mark's second episode of Forging Friendships. Come back around next week where we'll have Mark's third and final episode. Really appreciate everyone's support. Y'all have a wonderful week.